everyone, here's my review for the new Xbox Live Arcade first-person shooter Blacklight Tango Down. Now, I've actually been waiting for this game for a little while because, there's not that many Xbox Live Arcade first-person shooters. I haven't played a new first-person shooter since probably Halo 3 beta, so, I'm getting Singularity, but I didn't get it yet. It was new. I played it. Did I like it, though? I'm not sure. It's a multiplayer-only game, really, and it barely has a campaign. It does, but it's kind of blah. So, what did I think of it? I don't know. Let's go on to the story of this. Psych, there is no real story. There's a little bit of story, but not enough to talk about, okay? I'd rather talk about the controls anyway. I'll just say the controls are good. Yeah, this is controls now, everybody, okay? Controls overall are good. Now, it might take a little bit of time getting used to, and you might have to adjust it a little bit, but after you get adjusted, then it looks fine. It plays fine. So, overall, I think the controls are good. The button placements are fine. Just say like any other one, sprint is the left thumbstick, and shooting is obviously right trigger. So, everything's right. Nothing's wrong. I think it's perfect. So, let's go on to the sound of the game. Okay, now the sound of the game overall, I have to admit, not that much voiceovers, really. There's voiceovers like, hey, I need help or something, like just little blurbs that the freaking guys on your team say. Not the actual players that play the game, but just like like the AI, just like, hey, I need help or something, even though he's not doing anything. It's just weird little sound effects. And the sound effects actually overall are very futuristic and sound pretty good actually. So overall there's not that many voiceovers, but the sound effects are pretty good. So let's go on to the graphics of this. Okay, now the graphics in this game, I have to admit, for Xbox Live Arcade game, they're actually really good. Now, in the beginning, the game actually starts off a little too bright, so you might have to switch the brightness a little bit up so you can actually see things. But after that, I think the graphics are actually really good. I'll just say right here, if you played Shadow Complex, imagine a first-person shooter version of Shadow Complex. I think it uses the same engine and stuff, so obviously it's going to look very similar, but it does really look like if it was a first-person shooter version of Shadow Complex, then pretty much that's what it's going to look like. Blacklight Tango Down. There you go. First-person shooter Shadow Complex. There you go. Have fun. So overall, graphics are really good. Let's go on to the gameplay of this game, the most important part of a game. Okay, now the gameplay is simple, old, first-person shooter action, pretty much. Multiplayer, and you also have this kind of like Horde-style campaign thing. I barely really played it, so you can get a whole bunch of your friends and do kind of like a campaign-ish thing. It's not really a campaign, but whatever. But you got pretty much 16-player multiplayer. Xbox Live, you get 12 maps from what I heard, and 7 game types, all for $15. Wow, that's a great deal. You can either buy a couple of new and old maps for Modern Warfare 2, or you can buy a whole brand new 12 maps, 7 game types, a whole bunch of weapon customization game for that same price, pretty much. I really like this game. It's very fun. It's very reminiscent of Unreal Tournament, and it has that feel of Modern Warfare. It has those two feels, and feels perfectly. I really like this game. I love the abilities you can do. There's one ability, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the HRV, where you press the up D-pad, and then you go in this little mode where you can see all the enemies. Now, the thing is, you're probably going, oh, if you can see all your enemies, that's kind of that's kind of cheating, don't you think? No, you can only use that. You can use that once every time. Like sometimes it refuels and stuff. It takes some time to recharge. And when you use it, you can't use your weapon, so you have to use it like very strategically. You get a whole bunch of different weapons which you can customize. Every time you go up a rank, you get some new stuff. You get some new armor types. You get some new weapon types and stuff. You get these things called tags, which you put on your weapon, and they make them a little stronger. You get different camos for your weapons. Get different camos for your armor. The game is chock full of customization and chock full of awesome. I'll just say right now, I had a blast with this game, and I'm going to continue to play it. So many games coming out. So many games coming out in the beginning of July that the rest of July obviously is going to be a barren wasteland of games. I had this, Crackdown 2. I'm going to play Singularity. I'm still playing Naughty Bear. Like, so many freaking games to play. Overall, this game's great. I really like it. Check the description for a full written review. I know another review. This one was shorter than Crackdown 2. So overall, it's a very fun game. I have to agree with a lot of people that are playing it with it. It's a lot of fun. I have to admit. I mean, I was looking forward to it, and it looked a lot of fun, but I'm surprised how much fun it is. So I'm going to go and play it. So there you go. Check the description for the for written review, and bye.